Hey Scorpio, this is Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing your love reading for October. We're going to look at your situation and your energy around the situation, the person you're thinking about, their energy around the situation, what binds the two of you together, what kind of energy you have in common, and possible outcome and energy coming toward you that you don't see coming. So let's take a look. We're calling in our angels and guides at the highest vibrations of love and light. I don't want to talk to anyone else. And this is for Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. Here is the situation. Scorpio, we've got the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands reversed, and the Knight of Swords reversed. So the situation, here we have the partnership, but it looks like there are two people here who are not on the same page. They're not thinking about things in the future, or going toward the future in the same way. Here's also the Knight of Swords. It looks like someone has, I'm hearing somebody say someone has defied trust. But this is also not having enough information to make a decision. And so someone's kind of like stormed the castle with the truth, or what they thought was the truth, but they didn't have the big picture yet. So let's go ahead and start clarifying just right off the bat. Scorpio. Let's see. So first, let's look at this Two of Wands. Yeah, this Two of Wands. I feel like this decision or this going forward has to do with rites of passage. It has to do with, this would be like moving or taking a job or moving into calmer waters for sure. But this is like taking a step up in the relationship or a step together in a certain place. This could be the rite of passage, like marriage. And this is about reciprocity. It's like, are we both going to be giving the same to each other? Is one person working harder at this than the other person? Is one person in it to win it and the other person is just along for the ride? Like, that's what's kind of coming up here. And this Knight of Swords is talking about a Knight of Cups. It's like one person wants something more than the other person. That seems to be the situation. It's like somebody's more committed than the other. So let's go ahead and take a look at your person's energy, Scorpio. Looking at your person's energy here around the situation. And they've got the King of Swords and the Two of Pentacles reversed and the Four of Cups reversed. So this person is talking about looking at things logistically, talking about taking the emotions out of something or out of the situation and looking at it very logically. This can come across as cold, but it is strategic and it is planning. And they're trying to see the truth of things. Here's the Two of Pentacles reversed. And this is like not going back and forth. This is about not being confused. It's about being very directed and grounded into what they're focusing their attention and their energy on. And here's the Four of Cups reversed. So this is about the universe giving them an opportunity and making a decision about that, making a decision to take the opportunity. So I feel like they have already made a decision about whether or not they're going to choose this. Let's go ahead and clarify that. So King of Swords energy, this is very action-oriented energy, masculine energy around making this decision or making this choice. I've made my choice. That's what I'm hearing. Wow. And this person is saying that this choice, this rite of passage moving forward, doesn't look like there's a lot of stability in it for them, or they don't feel like it's stable. And wow, here's the King of Swords reversed. So you've got the King of Swords representing your person and what they're thinking and feeling. And this King of Swords comes up again, but it's reversed. So again, they're like, there's not a lot of stability in this for me. And they feel like there are some things that are not true here. It's almost like they feel like you might have your head in the sand, or you're not seeing the truth about everything. You're not being realistic. And around making this choice, they don't want to feel the stress of this anymore. They don't want to feel the stress of making this choice anymore. They want to heal from this. There are a lot of swords here. There's a lot of thought process here. And there's a lot about being grounded, solid, safe, and secure. And that's what they're thinking about. Is this the right choice to feel grounded, safe, and secure? There's a lot of thought here, but not a lot of hearts, not a lot of coming from the heart. It's definitely a decision being made with the head over the heart. Let's take a look at your energy, Scorpio. We've got strength reversed. I feel like this is you not feeling confident in your partner, like not feeling like you're being backed up by them. You're not feeling powerful because they're not standing with you. That's what it feels like. Here's the Knight of Pentacles reversed. There's some kind of a halt. There's some kind of a stop in energetic motion. And then here's the Knight of Wands. And you're like, okay, let's go, let's move. It's like, you know what this also feels like is, do I have the support of my person? And this makes you feel like you're not standing in your power when you don't have the support of your person. Feels like there's been a halt for a long time, or there's been a lot of just stagnation, and then all of a sudden it starts moving again. All of a sudden you find out what is motivating this person, and what's motivating them is security. I don't know if I feel safe. Their safety is motivating them. Am I safe to be vulnerable? And the thing about that is they're not being vulnerable. It's like they don't feel safe to be vulnerable, so they're in their minds, they're in their head, they're thinking logically. So let's take a look at the strength card for you, Scorpio. Yeah, you're saying like, I need this victory. I need you to be here with me in order for me to feel strong, like we're together. And this Knight of Pentacles reversed, it's like, yeah, it's like you've been thinking one particular way, and that's what's halted everything. It's like, I'm not compromising here. I'm not wavering. This is what I want. This is the decision. This is how I want this to look. And then the Knight of Wands reversed. That's interesting because here's the Two of Pentacles reversed, and you both have that energy about you. You don't want to go back and forth anymore. You want to stay true to what this decision is, and you want to focus on it. Okay. This decision about going forward. Going forward, the rite of passage. I want to go forward. I want this reciprocity, and I want us both to be in it to win it. But these challenges are like, we have to be on the same page to go forward and plan for the future. And we're not necessarily on the same page yet. All right, let's look at the energy that binds the two of you together. Energy that binds the two of you together. The Ten of Swords reversed. This is a lot of betrayal. And when it's reversed for me, it's like overcoming betrayal. So it looks like the two of you have both been overcoming betrayal. You both understand where that's coming from, why. And it feels like both of you feel this. Both of you are feeling betrayal, healing from it. Let's see. I want to clarify this. Right? Both of you are talking about overcoming betrayal, healing from it, and being very disappointed because this star card is coming in reverse. This is your highest and your greatest potential. These are your wishes and your dreams not coming true. And it's like, okay, we need to redirect this. We need to make this happen. And it looks like you want them to be on board and they're not sure if they can be on board the way that you want them to be on board. But both of you are talking about the same thing. I don't even feel like it's necessarily like you want different things so much, but if this does have to do with a move or an actual moving to another place, this is a huge change, a huge shift. I want to ask more about your person. Let's just go ahead and do that because they're so strong in their mind. And you're not really talking about heart and love either. This is very logistic. It's almost like if we move, we'll start over. Or if we do this particular thing, we'll start over. And I want to know what your person is thinking. Your person is showing the Devil card reversed. It's like there are patterns and themes that don't serve and they're being released. And the Nine of Wands reversed, they're like giving it to the universe. They're surrendering to the process. So even though they're like, I am not completely confident that this move is going to, or this rite of passage is going to change things, they're being cautious. And here's the Seven of Pentacles reversed. They do want to shift though. They do want the patterns to shift. They do want to change directions. They do want to focus their energy. They don't want to nurture what hasn't been working. They want to nurture what is working. Let's go ahead and look at you. Here's the Five of Cups reversed. You're like, I no longer want to be in grief. I don't want to grieve anymore. And the King of Wands reversed. It's like, I do just want what I want. I want what I want. It's almost like you're not totally looking at what's their greatest good, because it's like, well, if I'm happy and if I have my greatest good, then they'll be happy too. So it's not totally like you're looking at what's working for the both of you. It's like you look like you have to come first and then they can follow you. For whatever reason, that seems like you're thinking that can work. I feel like they're thinking that that's the way things have worked and that can't work like that anymore. And here's the Knight of Cups reversed. So the energy that's in your space right now is talking about not doing a lot of pursuing. It's like you're waiting for them. You're waiting for them to take action. Okay. And they're kind of like, I've been waiting for you to take action and you haven't. And you're like, I'm waiting for you to take action and you haven't. There's a standstill I'm feeling here. Let's look at a possible outcome for this situation, Scorpio. There's disappointment here. The need to be on the same page. Possible outcome. Here's the Hanged Man reversed. No longer having to sacrifice, coming out of this bubble or coming out of this haze. Here's the Fool, starting something brand new journey. And here's the Seven of Swords. It's like, this reminds me of, I say this sometimes, I see this come up sometimes, but this is like the Mad Hatter and the Tea Party in Alice in Wonderland. It's like clean cups, and everybody just moves over one chair to a new teacup, but it's not a clean teacup. It's just new to them because they were using a different one before. So it's like clean cups. It's moving on to a different situation. But here's the Seven of Swords, which is, it's like sneaky monkey. It's like lying, cheating, stealing. But in this, it's more like we're not addressing certain issues. we're just overlooking them. We're just not dealing with them. We're just going to another house with the same things that are still going on underlying the situation. So this person saying, your person is saying, we're working on some things, we're releasing things that aren't serving us anymore. But your energy is saying, I'm waiting for this person to do that. It's not necessarily like there's some kind of action that needs to be taken on your part to make this person feel better, to be on the same page. Wow. Okay. Let's do some clarifying of this possible outcome. Because so far what it looks like is there's a possible outcome of feeling like you're starting something new in a huge way. These are major arcana, but then still having some kind of underlying thing that's old, right? And this is like, we're still in the battlefield. And it's like we're starting something new, but we're not on the same page. And it's like there's grief underlying this that's not being released or not being processed. So I want to look at Scorpio, messages of love going on with your situation here. You've got new love. So there is this possibility of new love. I feel like this is a possibility of new love in this relationship, not a new person coming in. Abundance. You've done the work. Abundance flows to you now. A new love, a recommitment to love is developing. I feel like that is such a possibility. Intuition, you already know the answer you seek. I feel like that's such a possibility. Let me just ask, what is needed for the two of you to come together? Because it looks like both of you want that, and both of you are waiting for the other to do something. Let me ask it this way. What does your person need you to do? Here's the 10 of Pentacles reversed. Your person needs you to deal with dynamics that are dysfunctional. They need you to deal with projecting onto them things that are not theirs. What do you need your person to do? Ace of Wands. Be excited about the project. This is a passionate new beginning. Just be completely, effortlessly devoted. That's what this is. That's pretty much what you're saying up here. You're like, I don't feel like you're on board, so I don't feel powerful. I don't feel strong, like we're in this together. You have to be victorious with me. You have to say yes with me. And that's what you're needing them to do, to jump in full on and be all about you. And they're like, well, I need you to deal with these dynamics here in order for me to do that. Let me just ask, what is it that you can do together to make this happen? And here's the Magician reversed. This is like both of you are trying to manifest things without all the tools. So you need to evaluate your tools so that both of you are using the tools to manifest this together. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. You know, for me, this is also about giving this some time, because this is not exactly the perfect timing. What needs to happen before the wheel can turn? And here's the Queen of Cups reversed. So this is energy for both of you. So ultimately, this is both of you need to trust your intuition, which came up here. Both of you need to trust your intuition. Oh, and both of you need to be making decisions from the heart and not just from the mind. Wow. Okay. Let's look at some romance oracle. And then I want to look at energy you don't see coming. So let's look at some romance oracle. Scorpio. Heart-to-heart conversations. Exactly. Both of you need to make some decisions coming from the heart. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Honeymoon. Again, it's like rekindling romantic feelings, going to a place that takes you out of all the logistics. Reconnecting. Reconnecting. I feel like that's what's going on. Stay optimistic about your love life. When you get into your head so much, that's the issue. I feel like both of you you're each in your head. You're each requiring something from the other, but it's all in your mind. It's more like the heart needs to be focused on how you feel. What are your feelings? Okay. And that's what brings the two of you together. Let's take a look at some energy that you don't see coming next couple of days here for October, next couple of weeks for October. Scorpio, what do you not see coming? Here is change. It does feel like change is happening. That's what's wanting to happen. That's the situation. So change is coming. False person. I feel like that's a fear message and journey. I feel like that's a fear. I feel like you fear this person's going to do something just to do it, but they're not really in it to win it. And I also feel like this person could very well be in it to win it. They could very well be wanting to jump into the pool 100%, and you're not open to receiving that they want to do that. It's like you don't trust that they're doing what they want to do. It's some kind of confidence thing though. It's like, I need you to be really strong and solid, but even if they were really strong and solid, there might still be like, there needs to be some faith and trust on your end that they're doing what they say they feel. So there's something there about that. I don't feel like this is a false person, like someone's lying. I feel more so like you feel like they're telling you what you want to hear, but that's not necessarily true. You're getting the answer and they're going on this journey with you. So energy you don't see coming, there's a change. You're evaluating whether or not they're being honest or whether or not they're being really clear with their emotions and their desires, but you get the answer and you do go on the journey together. Wow. Okay, I want to pull a moonology for you, Scorpio. So let's get some advice for you, October, Scorpio. What do you need to release? Being very clear about, I'm even hearing drama. What do you need to release in order to bring this together for you too? Even how are you keeping it from coming together because of your fears? And prosperity lies ahead, abundance. So I feel good about this. I feel good about this. And meditate and contemplate. That's definitely what's happening. Meditating and contemplating, that's not just coming from the mind. It's coming from the tiny space within the sacred space of your heart. I feel like that is what's needed here too, coming from the heart space. Meditating from the heart space. Okay, Scorpio, that's what I have for you. Let me know how that resonated, and I will be back in a couple of days for another energy check. Have a wonderful October, and I'll see you soon.